cosas o tareas que el Estado puede hacer.
Another task which the state can undertake is to change the rules of the institutional game. That is what President Chávez did. He won the elections in 1898 under the banner of Constituent Assembly, with the banner of making a new constitution. And what is a new constitution if not new rules for the institutional game? To promote the Constituent Assembly, there needs to be a balance of forces which allowed you to win. That is the reason why in Chile, although the left saw the need for changing the rules of the game, as there were never the certainty of winning majority through the electoral process, no one there held a constituent process. In the case of President Chávez, there was a huge state crisis, and therefore there was an unrest in many social sectors, middle classes, sectors of the poor, many of the poor. The situation was used very intelligently by President Chávez to obtain that majority, which enabled him to win, not just to convoke a constituent assembly, but to achieve a new constitution for the country. This measure has also been adopted in Ecuador by President Correa, who had a great triumph recently in the Constituent Assembly, and by Evo Morales in Bolivia, who had a much larger opposition than in Ecuador or in Venezuela, but finally Bolivia has a new constitution. So already we have 3 countries in Latin America that have been able at least to change their constitution, that is to say, the central institutional body. I want to tell you, however, that it's not enough to change its body. New laws has to be devised. In Venezuela, there has been much delay in introducing new laws. There is a new constitution, but often not the juridical means to apply it, because law elaborated by the neoliberalism still exists.
Otro elemento, otra tarea que puede hacerse desde el gobierno.
Another task that the government can undertake is to create new institutions. The missions in Venezuela, for example, facing the impossibility of transforming the inherited bureaucratic state apparatus, which was not able to solve health problems, which was not able to solve literacy problems, the government developed institutions outside those of the state, and so barrio adentro born doctors in the community, and it has to be formed outside of the inherited state. The arrival of Cuban doctors in Venezuela has been much criticized, but when Venezuelan doctors were called upon, they were not willing to go to the barrios, to the village. They want to stay in the comfortable consulting offices in the center of the city. But it's not only that. Those doctors from the inherited health system are doctors educated to be specialists, and in the neighborhoods, non-specialist doctors are required. So to meet the needs, not only Cuban doctors has to be brought, but there is the question of how to replace them, because the idea is not to always have Cuban doctors. Each country should have his own doctors. In Cuba, a Latin American school of medicine has to be created to educate non-specialist doctors, so that other countries do not have to depend upon Cuban doctors. Barrio Adentro is a good example of the necessity of creating institutions alongside the bourgeois state. Of course, when the state is transformed in a non-bureaucratic state, a state that will be at the service of and controlled by the people, such issues will not have to be addressed outside the state. Also, the government can transform inherited institutions as the parliament. This institution, generally distant from the people, can be transformed if revolutionary cadres are willing. All this can be done if there are these revolutionary cadres within the state institutions. For example, if you have revolutionary cadres in the parliament willing to discuss the draft law with the people. In Venezuela, something has emerged which is really being practiced to some degree in El Salvador. In a voluntary way, the parliamentary fraction of FMLN met with its voters and went through a process of accountability with them. In Venezuela, street parliamentarianism has emerged, the holding of discussion of draft law with the people. That is to say, there are many initiatives the state can take.